Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So as you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about what lasting impression do you make on people, okay? So, my pal number one, you're going to be the amethyst crystal. Pal number two, you're going to be the rose quartz crystal. And pal number three, you're going to be the selenite tower. Okay? Well, not the tower, but the selenite crystal. Okay? Selenite. Number two, rose quartz. And pal number one, amethyst. Okay? So pause this video if you must and meditate on the crystal you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find the timestamp in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pal one, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So, pile number one, you picked the amethyst crystal. So, this is going to be your reading, okay? So, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pal number one, starting from left to right, we have the Muse Tarot deck. The one in the middle is the Psychic Tarot. And the one on the far right is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, okay? So my pal number one, what lasting impression do you make on people? What lasting impression do you make on people, my pal number one? Let's find out. So we're gonna smudge these bad boys. What lasting impression do you make on people? I don't know why my sage is not burning properly. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So what lasting impression do you make on people? Alrighty, let's get started, my pal number one. So sorry about the wait. Okay, let's get started. Pile number one, what lasting impression do you make on people? What lasting impression do you make on people? Ooh, what lasting impression do you make on people? My pile number one. Okay. So we have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Temperance, that's Sagittarius energy, Two of Pentacles, and sorry guys, and Three of Cups. So maybe some of you like Toy Story because all I heard is "You got a friend in me." Woody and Buzz Lightyear. I don't know why it just came to me, but maybe that was one of like your childhood movie or something like that. That just came to mind when I touched the Three of Cups. Like, you have a lasting impression where they find like somebody that they could depend on, like you're dependable, because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So somebody that's dependable, reliable, loyal, a loyal friend. Like, you make a lasting impression where people want to keep you in their life as like an important person. Like, okay, we have Six of Wands, highly celebrated. Okay, you make a lasting impression, where the impression that people have on, like, of you for like that lasts a long time is really like you're highly celebrated, somebody who's patient. I'm getting somebody who's kind as well. And like I said, like, you got a friend in me, like, you're loyal, dependable. I'm really getting somebody who's dependable, and that's the lasting impression that you make on people. You have a lot on your plate, you juggle a lot with the Two of Pentacles, so that's the lasting impression that you make on people. Like, I feel like some of you have like maybe multiple businesses that you're running, maybe you go to school, maybe you have a business, online business. So like, the impression that you make on, the lasting impression that you make on people as well, what I'm getting is that even if you have a lot on your plate, you're a person of your word. Like, you keep your word. Okay, there's something about you like that. Just, even though you do a lot, you juggle a lot, like, if you say you're going to be there at that time, you're going to be there sharp. Like, you're probably going to be there 15 minutes earlier. Okay, like, this is one thing that people like just remember of you, and it's like lasting. Like, they know that you're punctual, always on time, reliable. Like, I'm really getting reliable, and also knowledgeable. What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I was not going to take it, but something told me to take it. And the Six of Swords in upright. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles here is your attention to detail, how you're meticulous with the way you work. Like, your work is like, I'm getting impeccable. Like, you pay attention to the finer details, like the small details that people just miss. You don't miss those. Like, you go, like, when you do something, you go above and beyond. Okay, and that's the lasting impression that you make on people. Like, they know that, like, if they, let's say if they hire you for a job, or they hire you, like, let's say if you're a contractor here, where you are a freelancer, where your work is freelance, your work speaks for itself, and that's the lasting impression that you make on people. Like, people, when they recommend you because of like your work, and like they know that, like, whatever price that you charge, you are worth it. That's what I'm getting here. And that's the lasting impression that you make on people. The Fool being in reverse, what I'm getting with the Fool being in reverse is like, you're not the type of person that takes risk, like foolish risk. Like, you do take risk, but they're calculated. Okay, like, you're not gonna jump into a project without like looking at the finer details. Okay, and this is what the impression that you, like, the lasting impression that you make on people. I'm getting your professionalism. Like, this is something that, like, is something that people like remember you for. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, like, sometimes it could be being like financially unstable, not having a solid foundation. However, what I'm getting here is that because the Queen of Pentacles is upright here, I'm getting that people get the impression like that you're taken, that you're not single. Okay, that you are, and I'm also getting high maintenance. Like, that's the impression, that the lasting impression, because maybe the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, the way, like, I feel like you are, like, your style is not flamboyant. It's more casual and laid back, but it's still chic. Okay, you still have, like, there's something about your style that gives off the vibe that you're high maintenance. You may not think that you are, but that's the impression, the lasting impression that people get of you, and that it's like you're in a relationship, that you're taken. Like, someone like you, it's impossible for you to be single. There's no way. Like, basically, that's the impression, like the lasting impression that you give people. And Six of Swords here, what I'm getting with the Six of Swords is like moving to calmer waters, leaving things behind. What I'm getting from you is like, when you leave someone's life, you leave peacefully and calmly. Like, you don't make a sound. Like, when you leave, it's like the person doesn't even realize that you're slipping away. And by the time they do, you're already far long gone. It's already too late for them to catch up to you. Okay, that's for people like the Six of Swords is for people that like you've moved on, like you no longer talk to, and now they're out of your life. Like that's the impression, like the lasting impression that they had of you. Like they had all this opportunity to be with you, like have you in your life, whether friendship, relationship, business wise. Once you leave softly. Like you don't bring drama to them, you don't bring like heartache, headache, like none of that stuff. Okay, you keep it classy. I'm really getting professionalism here. What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? What lasting impression? Justice here, Libra. Fairness. We have the Eight of Cups. There's two moving away cards, you see? Like moving on. And we have the Page of Cups. What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? Four of Swords. Like we have three cards here that are like putting things to rest, like moving like away from something that no longer serves you, because Four of Swords is like putting something to rest, right? As well, we have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and Justice. Okay, you're fair in your dealing, like I said, very sharp as well, highly intelligent. Like your intelligence is like people, that's the lasting impression that they have, is like you're intelligent, like how articulate that you are and how you're able to hold a conversation. Like you could talk about diverse topics. It's like you're not narrow-minded, you're open-minded, and you have like a mind where like people like to pick your brain. I feel like people like to ask you questions about certain topics that they feel like you're really well versed in it. Okay, I'm really getting that. That's the lasting impression that they get, like an advisor. I'm getting like an advisor vibe, because we have Sag here with Temperance and Justice here with Libra energy, where it's like an advisor. Okay, so with the Eight of Cups, like I said, when you walk away because like you always choose yourself. Like you put yourself, like your self-worth is important to you, and that's a lasting impression that people get. Like they know that if they're going to come to you, they have to come correct, they have to come respectfully, or else you're not afraid to cut them off and walk away. And when you walk away for good. Like there's no second chance with you. Even though you're forgiven here with the Page of Cups, like you are forgiven, like you don't hold grudge, like you're not the type of person that's going to seek revenge. I'm not getting that. Like you will forgive and you will forget, but like they won't be able to come back in your life the same way that they had you before. Okay, before the betrayal or before the heartbreak. Okay, that's the impression, the lasting impression that they get. Like this is specifically for people that like are no longer in your life. Like they know that you're forgiving them, but they also know that they can never come back to you. They can never be in your life, and if they are in your life, you will keep them at arm's length, and they know that. Okay. What lasting impression does my pal number one make on people? The High Priestess. This is Cancer energy. Okay. The Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Pentacles upright. And the Ace of Cups. So you touch people's heart. Okay. Like with the High Priestess here and the Ace of Cups, like some people fall in love with you, but they never tell you that they're in love. I feel like maybe you do know, you have like a feeling that they love you, or they are in love with you. But I feel like it's people that have conflict of interest. Like, you know, they rather, because the fact that they know that they can't be with you because of the conflict of interest, meaning conflict of interest, I mean like maybe it's like your friend's spouse. I'm sorry to say, like I have to say, this is what I got. Or like your sister's spouse, or your husband, your brother's spouse, or whatever. Like you could tell, like, you know, when they talk to you, like that, you know, they're starting to fall for you, but because of that fact that they are with someone that's close to you, they know that it's like forbidden. So because like they don't want to have a missed opportunity with you, with the Four of Cups being reversed, they rather hold on to you as a friend or whatever they are in your life at the current moment than try to make a move on you and ruin everything. Okay, so maybe some of you, like, you may have like an inkling that like your brother's wife might like you or have a crush on you or something like that. Like, if you have an inkling, then this is a confirmation that yes, they do, but because they respect you and your brother, they won't make a move. They rather just like keep the peace and like not lose the opportunity to have you in their life, because they know if they try to make a move, that because I feel like you're somebody who has integrity, you're not going to go for it. Okay, so they know that it's better for them to just stay friends with you. Okay, but I feel like other people, like I said, some people that are in love with you and you don't even know. Okay, it's like a secret as well. I'm getting that. Like, you really touch people's heart. Okay, and they rather just keep you as a friend than lose you to try to make a move on you, because like just being your friend for them, it's like, even if they can't be your lover, being your friend is good enough. Okay, just having you in their life is good enough. Okay, what lasting impression does my pile number 1 make, Spirit? What lasting impression does my pile number 1 make? Yeah, Cancer energy. What lasting impression? I'm going to take this one. These two, no. What lasting impression? Okay, the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Ace of Wands. What I'm getting here is another lasting impression that you make is that you're able to, like, let's say if you're at stalemate position where you're not sure of making a decision, like, you are able to trust your intuition and go with the choice that feels most comfortable to you. You don't stay in that energy. Okay, this is why I'm getting like you are an advisor, because people know that you're able to come out of like situation where you feel like you're at a crossroad, but you're able to make a decision. And you always, like, I feel like you always trust your instincts, but you also like have a plan. With the Page of Pentacles, you always have plan. Okay, you're very structured and disciplined. You, like I said, you're the type of person that when you say you're going to be there at 8 sharp, you're going to be there like at 8 sharp. Like, even if it's like 7:45, you'll probably be there waiting in the car in the parking lot, waiting until like, it's 8 o'clock. Like, you're that type of person, and like people notice that. That's an impression that you make on people. I feel like maybe for an interview you went, and then like the interviewing manager saw you in the parking lot, but you didn't know that they were watching you, and they saw you coming in early, and they saw you like preparing yourself in the car, like maybe practicing like how you would answer your questions. They pay attention to that. They saw that like about you. And this is something that like people, that's the lasting impression that you make, like especially for your old bosses. Like, that's an impression that you make, how well you're organized with your work, how like on point. Like, I feel like you're a punctual person. Okay, and you're very disciplined. Like, you do your work very like meticulously. Okay, I'm really getting like you pay attention to every little detail that you do. And then you're passionate. Is your passion as well, like how much like energy you put into your task, like the way you go about your business, like all, like I'm getting the pep in your step. Like the way, like just the way you carry yourself. Okay, that's like the lasting impression that you make on people. Like your old bosses, that's one thing that they will always like, remember you for, is like the way like you were always disciplined, structured with your work. You're always punctual, always on time. Like, how you prepared yourself for, like, let's say if you had a meeting, you were always prepared. You were never caught off guard. You always like like as if you prepared for the worst. You always there. Like I said, you don't take foolish risk. You're calculated. You take your time. You're meticulous. You pay attention to details that other people miss. Okay, and this is a lasting impression that you make on people, my pal number 1. So let's get like maybe 2 cards from this deck. So one lasting, yeah, this is the Ace of Swords. So we have 3 aces here. We have Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Cups. So this is the truth, guys. Like, and we have the shadow here. This is the moon energy, Pisces energy. Okay, And one thing about you that I would say that's a lasting impression is that, okay, yes, you are like truthful, triumph, success. You're truthful. You're fair in your dealing. Okay, you're honest person. This is one thing that like people know. Like you will tell the truth, whether or like even if it's hard, okay, even if it's painful, you will still say it because you rather be truthful to yourself and to the people. So that way, like I feel like you just feel like it's stupid to lie, because lying is like you will have to remember the lie, but when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember because it's like the truth, right? So there's nothing to remember, it's just facts. So I'm getting like this is one thing that like a lasting impression that you make on people. Like they know that your word is bond. Like what you say is the truth. Like you're not gonna sugarcoat things. You're gonna say it how it is. Okay. I'm getting like Sag energy. Sagittarius are like that. And shadow here. What I'm getting with shadow is that you're able to humble yourself. Like let's say if you're wrong, you're able to admit when you're wrong, when you made a mistake. You're not prideful. And this is one thing that's a lasting impression that you make on people, especially I'm getting especially at your job. Like let's say if you make a mistake at work, you don't try to throw someone else under the bus. You're able to take like the blame for because you made a mistake, and you're able to get to take constructive criticism. Okay, you don't hide from yourself, you don't hide from your mistakes, you're honest. Okay, and this is a lasting impression that you make on people, like your honesty, the way you speak, the way you represent yourself, like whatever people see is what they get. Like it's really you. You're not putting on a facade. Okay, I'm really getting that. Even like your shadow, you're able to embrace your shadow. You're not afraid of your shadow. You don't run from your darkness. Okay, you embrace it. You know how to work within it, and you know how to like when you're being in your shadow, and you know when you're being in the light. So you know when to, like when you're in your shadow, you know how to tap out of it, and you know how not to let it consume you. Okay, and like people, this is a lasting impression, like somebody who's able to control like their animal instinct, their urges. Like when you're in a situation where like most people would probably act out like in a way that's not really professional, you always keep your cool, you always keep it calm and collected. This is what I'm getting here. Okay, and this is the lasting impression that you make on people. All right, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So, my pal number two, you picked the rose quartz crystal. So, this is going to be your reading, okay? So, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pals or previous readings, okay? So my pal number two, starting from left to right, we have the Muse Tarot card. So the one in the middle is the Psychic Tarot. And the one in the far right is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. So just one moment, I'm just burning the sage. For some reason, it's taking me a minute just to light it up. I think some water got on it, or something like that. And it's probably not dry. Okay. What lasting impression do you make, my pal number two? What lasting impression do you make? What lasting impression do you make, my pal number two? Okay, let's get started. My pal number two. Okay, so what lasting impression do you make, my pal number two? What lasting impression do you make, What lasting impression do you make? Oh, now I get it. I was like, why is the Nine of Swords here? I was like, either the Empress or the Emperor. And the Emperor came and confirmed what I was feeling. So, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Six of Swords, and the Emperor, Aries energy. So when the Nine of Swords came out, I saw the Six of Pentacles. So I was like, okay, that's good. But then when the Nine of Swords came out, I was not getting that you're having anxiety and sleepless night. What I was getting is that you make people feel like that. And I was wondering why. I was like, either like you have to be vibrating at a high vibration, because I'm like, it has to be that. And then I'm like, either like I said, the Empress or the Emperor. So the Emperor came out. Your vibe, like the impression that you make on people is like you're intimidating. You intimidate people, and it's not in a bad way. They know that you're a boss, whether that you know this about yourself or you don't. They could sense that energy. You have like that power. You have that emperor energy within you, like a leader, a strong powerful leader that's able to make things happen. You have structure and discipline. So I feel like some of you, your boss is intimidated by you. I'm getting that vibe strongly, that your boss is intimidated that you might take their position. Because Six of Pentacles is here. I'm getting somebody that's like well balanced, okay, there's equal give and take, but also who like it's like close, getting like you're building yourself up to go to the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Pentacles. You're just one shy before seven, so seven is like in the investment. Six of Pentacles is putting your things together, okay, building up your investment. Right now, you're building up your skills. You already have that energy within you, the Chariot and the Emperor energy within you, okay? So you could be like Cancer Sun and then Aries Moon, or vice versa, okay? Or you could have that in your chart, but you have that energy. You could manifest things easily, okay? And this is the impression that you make people intimidated, because they know that you have something, there's something in you that they know they don't have. They know it, okay? With the Six of Swords here, I'm getting that you are able to transition smoothly from one place to another. You're comfortable with change, okay? Like this is one thing that like I feel like this is another reason why your boss is intimidated by you, is because you're fluid. I feel like they try to like put you in different positions to see like find weakness in you, but they can't, because you're really good at a lot of things. You have a lot of skills and talent, okay? And you're very like you know, like a leader. You're somebody that people could look up to, because you have like amazing skills, amazing work ethics. And by putting you in different position, they're seeing your power, and the more they're seeing your power, they're getting more intimidated. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. This is the impression that you make on people, like you have like great skills more than the average person, okay? I'm not saying that people are average, but like you possess like skills of a leader, okay? Not everybody can be a leader. That's what I'm saying, okay? What impression do you make on Five of Pentacles in reverse? And we have the Ten of Cups upright. So what lasting impression does my pile number two, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles? Didn't I say? That's what I'm getting. Like somebody who pays attention to details, okay? Like you could be a Taurus here. You could have Taurus in your chart, because the Knight of Pentacles is like Taurus energy. Somebody who pays attention to details, take their time. That's meticulous. I'm getting, we have Leo energy with the Sun. So your lasting impression is that you're like a really powerful leader, okay? Whether, like I said, whether you know it or not, you have that, like that's the impression that people get from you, and the lasting impression of somebody who, even if you're not there yet, you have all the potential to get there. And it will be like a shame if you didn't follow through with those like urges or those nudges that's pushing you to use your full potential, use your full power. I feel like some of you might be also intimidated by your own power, because I feel like you saw your own power to use, and that kind of probably scared you off a little bit. Like you didn't know that you had that power. So now like maybe you're trying to like close it off, but no, use it. It was given to you for a reason, okay? It wouldn't have been given to you if you were not able to have that power or contain that power or use it like in a good way. I'm really getting that, okay? Also, a lasting impression that you make on people is that you're very family oriented. Like your family is very important to you, and you like whoever you consider family, you hold them to close to your heart, and you fight for them for dear life. Like nobody could step to your family, nobody could step to people that you love. Like they know that you're gonna go hard for them, okay? Like you don't play. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You were able to overcome adversity. Maybe at some point in time in your life, you experienced financial hardship, okay? And it's like the lasting impression that you make on people is how you were able to get yourself out of that situation. Because we have the Six of Pentacles. Like I said, you're building up your skills, building up your talent to bring yourself to the Seven of Pentacles, where you're waiting on the reward of your investments that you put in. Okay, you're somebody who's patient, who pays attention to details. Like the Knight of Pentacles for me is somebody who pays attention to detail, but somebody who also is patient, that goes slow and steady. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? Okay, now that's too many cards. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? Okay. Seven of Pentacles, didn't I say? And Nine of Wands. Okay. So we have the Moon here, Pisces energy. The Tower. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Okay. So what lasting impression, other impression that you make on people is that you are unpredictable. People cannot they can never tell what your next move is going to be. Like you're always you're always 10 steps ahead of people, but you're also unpredictable. They can't tell your next move, and the way you do things is you always surprise them. You always bring a tower to people. Whatever you come out with, whatever you accomplish is always out of this world. Okay, like I said, your boss, I'm really going back to your boss is intimidated by you, and they always get a tower moment with you, because like I said, they try to put you in different scenario, different situation to find out your weakness. And every time they put you in a different challenge, you always come out on top. This is why you give them tower moment. People, other people that even your enemies, people that try to set trap for you, that thinking that they're gonna have your demise, and they never. You always come out better. They don't even know that they're making you better by putting traps on on your tracks. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, because you see the Nine of Wands is here, the wounded warrior. Even though you're wounded, you keep going. You don't stop. You don't let nobody defeat you. You don't you take breaks. Whatever you know, when you feel like your energy's down, you take a break and you recharge yourself, but you keep going. You don't stop fighting. Seven of Pentacles, like I said, you wait on your investment. You're working on yourself, okay? How you were able to come out of the Five of Pentacle energy, financial lack, and you were able to rebuild yourself. This is why even your boss, I feel why I'm going back to your boss, I feel when you were hired at the lowest position. That's why the Five of Pentacles is in reverse, you were starting to rebuild yourself. You started at the lowest position, even though you had the skills and talent for the manager position or CEO or whatever it is, okay, position. You had all the skills and talent for that, but you started at the bottom, and this person was still putting throwing things at you, trying to block you, but you kept on getting better and better and better. Just keep getting better, from Six of Pentacles to Nine of Pentacles, okay? You keep getting better every time they put traps in your path. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make, Spirit? What lasting impression? Okay. Three of Cups. So we have the King of Cups. So definitely water energy here because we have King of Cups, Chariot, that's Cancer energy, and the Moon, this is Pisces energy. Three of Cups, Judgment, Seven of Wands, and Eight of Wands. Like I said, like you stand your ground. This is a lasting impression that you make on people. Like you're not an opponent that could be easily defeated. Like I'm really getting like it's enemies, like the impression that you make on your enemies. Like they know that like if they could ever defeat you, they know that they gain some type of power because like you're somebody that's hard to defeat. Okay, they know that like you stand your ground, okay? And like I feel like you're highly intuitive as well. Okay, this is an impression that they make because I feel like you kind of know that these people are trying to like do certain things behind your back, but you act like you don't know. And this is the reason why can never get your they can never guess your next move because you don't let them know. You don't show your hand. Like basically you don't show your hand. You don't show that you already know what they're about to do. You don't show that you already know their next move, and you don't show them that you're already aware of like their scheme. You're always like 10 step ahead. So that's why it's always a tower moment when they try to come at you. You're already 10 step ahead. And this is the impression that the lasting impression that they make. Like they know that like I'm really getting like they know if they try to do something to you, it will never happen because like they don't know where you stand and they don't know what you know. But they know that you're intuitive. They know for a fact that you're intuitive. That's one thing for sure. Your opponent, your enemy, your boss, whatever, whoever, the lasting impression that you made on them, they know that you're a powerful person to be like around. Like even if they try to like set traps, they know they can't defeat you. What lasting impression does my pal number, let me put it back. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? Okay, no, that's like 20 cards. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make? Oh, God. Okay, yeah, there's 3. Okay, good, good, good. At least they gave me exactly 3, thank God. Ooh, okay, this card came out and I put it back in. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Like, yeah, a lot of fire here. We have a lot of fire. We have 10 of not 10 of Wands. We have 10 why am I saying 10? We have 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. We have 2 of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, we have a lot of fire here. And we have Leo and no, not Leo. Yes, we do. We have Leo. We have the Sun and Aries. Oh, and some of you could be I see cusp. So Cancer and Leo cusp here. Some of you could be that sign. So what lasting impression that you make on people, like even though like you are that strong, powerful leader that I'm getting here, you're also a sweetheart. Okay, you have a soft side to you. Okay, I feel like this soft side only comes when you're comfortable with people, and that's like mostly like your family and your friends that like know that side of you. Okay, they know that like I said, like once like they get that feeling of like just being in your circle, it's a wrap. They know that they're protected for life. Like I said, you go hard for your family, you go hard for the people. Sorry about that, guys. So what I was saying is that with you, they feel like they're secure, okay? With my pile number 2, people feel secure in your energy. They feel secure in like around you. So this is the lasting impression that you make with your loved ones. That's what I'm getting. Mostly with your loved ones. That's only people that get close to you that are able to see that you're a sweetheart, okay? And also they feel secure like because they know that you're always going to have their back no matter what happens in life. One other lasting impression that you make on people, my pal, number 2, is that the wheel always turn into your favor. No matter what happens to you in life, you always come out on top. You always like stand back up. You never let nothing hold you back, okay? You don't let like your struggles hold you back. You don't let what happened to you hold you back. You always look on the bright side of life. And this is a lasting impression that you make on people. Your positive mind, the way you think, okay? With the Page of Wands here, I'm really getting like another lasting impression that you make on people is like the way you're always happy, the way you're always excited, the way you always like you have a zest for life, you have like a joy for life. Like even if you went through a lot of struggles, you don't let that define you. You don't let that break you. You always look on the brighter side of life. You always plan ahead for the future. Okay, and I'm feeling like a lasting impression that you make on people is that you're never caught slipping. You're always prepared. Okay, you're the type of person, like if you're a man here, you walk around with an handkerchief, okay? Like you have an handkerchief in your pocket where like, you know, if you have a runny nose or whatever, you need to blow your nose, you're never caught slipping where like you have to do this on your sleeve or something like that, or like, you know, you never have to get like go to the bathroom. No, you have that handkerchief on your hand. Like if you have to sneeze or anything like that, you know, you have like, you're always prepared. And that's one thing that like a lasting impression that you make on people. Like if you're a lady here, you always have like a lotion and hand cream and like hand sanitizer. You're always prepared. Like even if it's like the minor little things, you're always prepared. Okay, I feel like you're the type of person also that probably goes and brush your teeth on lunch break. I don't know why I'm getting that. Some of you do that, and that's a lasting impression that you make on people. Like if you think people don't notice at your job when you go brush your teeth in the bathroom, they do. Okay, and also like you probably encourage other people to do the same. So like I said, you're never caught slipping. Like you will never be caught like with bad breath and stuff like that. Like you're the type of who will have like a pack of mints. Always come prepared. Okay, what lasting impression does my pile number 2 make on people? We have the 9 of Cups. What lasting impression does my pile number 2 make on people? We have the 5 of Wands. What lasting impression does, yeah, the 9 of Pentacles and the Strength card here, Leo energy again. Like you always come out on top. Like you're so strong. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. We have 999 ending here. Like, and 999, oh, it keeps coming back in my reading. So maybe some of you like might see 999 often. So that's like a new chapter is opening up for you. Something is ending and something else is beginning. Okay, because 9 is the last digits of like the single digits, because after that it comes to double digits. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles, like you live a life of luxury. Like the way you carry yourself is like luxurious. Okay, and like you're like I said, you were able to build yourself up from the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, now 9 of Pentacles. Okay, you're able, like that's a lasting impression. Like people remember you how you were, like when it, like maybe like I said, you overcame a period of your life where you went through hardship, financial hardship, and you were able to build yourself up from the ground up. Okay, and we have Leo energy here twice, so you could definitely be a Leo here. Okay, so your inner strength is remarkable. People, like that's a lasting impression that you make on people. Like I said, like some of you went through some situation in life that would break most people, but you're still here standing. You should be proud of yourself. If this resonates with you, you have like the energy, you have the strength, the stamina of a king, of like a real leader. This is what I'm getting. And this is a lasting impression that you make on people. They know that you have what it takes to become a powerful leader, a powerful ruler. Okay, like if you're able, like if you're ever interested in like law or something like that, I'm really getting like a lawyer vibe, or a judge, or like, you know, diplomats. I'm really getting that energy here. And also like, you know, or even business owners, business, like somebody who wants to make a change in their community, somebody who wants to make a change on a global level, not just like on like internationally, where you like you want to help worldwide. It's not like just something where you want to help like just your family. Yes, your family is important to you, but you see things on a bigger, brighter scale. Okay, not just like locally, it's like globally for you. Okay, and we have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is a lasting impression that you make on people. Some people, they desire to be with you in a relationship. Okay, and here with the 5 of Wands, you're like, some people like they have the impression, like a lasting impression on you, that you like to come out on top. Like you could be a little bit competitive here, but that makes sense because Leo and Aries is here. That like Leo and Aries, they're competitive. Okay, they like to win, they like to be the first, they like to come out on top. So that's not bad. Okay, I'm not getting that like people are seeing this or bad about you. They're just seeing that you're very competitive. Maybe you do play sports here, maybe you like to play sports, and you like to win. So you always come out on top. Like even when you play sports, like you always like to be the winner, even if you're not a sore loser. I'm not getting that you're a sore loser. If you lose, like you're able to congratulate the winner. Okay, and this is what makes you a great leader as well. Like you're not a sore loser. If you take your hit, you take your hit like a boss. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. So, pal number 2, what lasting impression do you make on people? What lasting impression do you make? We have Sun here, Leo energy again, like definitely Leo. Like you shine bright, okay? What lasting impression do you make on people? And we have the Hermit here, solitude, okay? Okay, so you have like, there's two. Okay, so some of you could be Leo and Virgo cusp, okay? And some of you Leo and Cancer cusp, but definitely Leo. You have Leo in your chart for sure because we have Leo 3 times here. So like your energy, your stamina, how you always like, a lasting impression is like you're always like I said, you take a hit and you're always smiling. You get back up and you try again. You don't let things break you down. And we have solitude here. You know how to retreat. You know how to heal yourself when you take a hit. You don't try to drag people into your misery with you. This is one thing that people like admire about you. I feel like they admire that about you as well. You're able to articulate when you would like to have some space, when you would like to be in your solitude moment where you're not really in the mood to socialize. You're able to vocalize these things, okay? And this is like one thing that people like, a lasting impression that they know that they have of you, is that you're not the type of person that will lash out on people. You know how to tame that lion within you. You know how to articulate and say, okay, right now, like I'm not feeling good. I'm not in the right headspace right now to even answer your question or even entertain this conversation. And I would appreciate, like, you're able to articulate yourself like that to people. And this is something that, like, wow, like they know that this is why I'm saying that you will be a great leader, because you have those interpersonal skills. And not, okay, yes, you do have like the skills and talent to actually run a business or make things happen, but do you know how to talk to people? Do you know how to express yourself when you're upset? Do you know how to let people know that right now is not a good time to talk without, like, trying to, like, yell at them or whatever, like that, something like that. You have that, and you make that lasting impression on people. They know that, you're always going to be respectful when you address them, whatever mood that you're in. You're not going to let that affect the way you communicate with people. And that's a lasting impression that you make on people, okay? So that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 2. Bye. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. So, my pal number 3, you picked the selenite crystal. So this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way I like to do this, guys, is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 3, starting from left to right, we have the Muse Tarot deck. The one in the middle is the Psychic Tarot. And the one on the far right is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, okay? So, what lasting impression do you make on people? What lasting impression do you make on people, my pile number 3? What lasting impression do you make on people? Okay, my pile number 3. All right. What lasting impression do you make on people, my pile number 3? What lasting impression do you make on people? What lasting impression do you make on people, my pile number 3? Okay. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, Cancer energy, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, Lovers, Gemini energy. So you could be a Gemini Cancer cusps here, or you could have that in your chart. So like Gemini Sun, Cancer Moon, or vice versa. Okay. And we have Ten of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that the lasting impression that you make on people with the what I'm getting with the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Lovers here, I'm getting like it's like a painful ending, but a needed, like it's like needed, okay? Like you kind of like bring justice to people. That's what I'm getting, okay? Like the lasting impression that the people get with you is that like you're not the one that they should have messed with. Okay, they should have left you alone. I'm getting like this is like more like your enemies, people that don't like you. They like the impression that the lasting impression is like they should have like left you alone and they would have never experienced that Ten of Sword. Okay, they will never would have experienced that Ten of Sword. And I'm getting like a lasting impression is that you are highly spiritual, highly connected, highly protected. You're the High Priestess here. Okay, and with the Two of Swords here, it's like I'm getting that like your enemies, they can never see you coming. Like they're always at a standstill with you. And this is why the Ten of Swords is here, like the ending that comes when people like the choice that they made, because the Lovers represents choice. The choice that they made to mess with you was the wrong idea. Like they should have never messed with you. Okay? I feel like you don't really have to do much. I feel like just by messing with you, they get like bad karma, like by doing something bad. Okay, like the choice that they made. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? This is more like your enemies I'm getting here. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? We have the Fool here and the Hierophant. Okay, what lasting impression? 4 of Cups. And we have the Star here. Okay. Yeah, like I said, like there's something about you. Okay, so the Fool here, Aries energy, Hierophant, Taurus energy. So some of you could be Taurus, Aries cusp. And then some of you, like I said, could be Gemini and Cancer cusp. We have, like I said, the Hierophant, the Four of Cups, and the Star here, Aquarius energy. Like it's like the lasting impression with them is like a missed opportunity. I'm getting like either your enemies or your ex-lovers, the lasting impression that they made, they make, that they have of you is that they should have never like let you go. They should have never like played with you, because you are the Lovers here. You are a soulmate, you are a twin flame, you are somebody that's should be cherished, somebody that brings a lot of value. And we have the High Priestess here, somebody who's highly intuitive. You, the impression, the lasting impression that people that have of you is that like nobody could get nothing bypass you. Okay, even if they feel like they're playing you, they're not. You're already seeing it. You know the secrets. You know people's secret things that people don't want to reveal about themselves. You intuitively pick up on that. And like I'm getting the Ten of Swords. It's like a painful ending, losing you, no longer having you in their life is a painful ending, a painful, like a horrible choice to do, because now they have a missed opportunity with a Star. You are the star here. The lasting impression that you have on people is like you are wish fulfillment. You are hope. You represent hope. You represent renewal. Something coming out of the ashes, becoming better. With the Fool here, I'm getting that you are not afraid to take risk on yourself. You're not afraid to take risk on like what you believe that is what's fair to you, what's like owed to you. Because I feel like those people that are like that I'm tapping to into their energy is people that try to take advantage of you and they couldn't because you were like too smart for them with the Queen of Swords. Like you're highly intelligent here. Okay, I'm really getting like somebody who's highly intelligent and who knows how to speak their mind and speak facts, and like you don't sugarcoat things. You say like it is, like whatever intuition nudge that you get, you act on it. If you're like your spirit guide tells you like, yo, this person is not to be trusted, you trust it. You don't like second guess yourself. You go for it. Like, but the thing is, you leave people hanging where you don't show your hands with the Two of Swords. Like, you don't let them know what you're thinking. You don't let them know what you're about to do, because like you get your intuitive nudges and then you act on them, and then that's the lasting impression that they get. They know that the only way you could have find out about a situation is because you got an intuitive, like intuitively you picked up on it. Like they know that. So there's like when they try to fool you, when they try to like do one up on you, like they know that like, yo, there's something about this person. Like they have like some kind of like knowledge where they know, because there's no way they would have known what I was about to do unless they got like some kind of like advice from above or something. Okay, Ace of Swords. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make? Wow, we have the Eight of Wands, the Sun here. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make? Justice here. So we have Libra energy, and we have Leo energy. Your confidence. You're super confident in yourself and you shine bright. You know that you have all the qualities that it takes to be a star. It doesn't have to be a star like a superstar or anything like that, but just like to be somebody that's like in the spotlight, somebody who is like highly sought after. And also, like I said, you speak the truth. The Ace of Swords is here. You speak your truth without like holding back. And like whenever you catch people red-handed in the act, you speak facts, nothing but facts, and then you back it up with your intuition, because like the facts and the intuition goes hand in hand. Like whenever you have like when you get the intuitive nudge, you don't have the facts yet, because like the facts, they come after when you finally like act on the intuition, and then the facts reveal themselves to you, and then it just confirms what you already know. Okay, and you have that, and this is a lasting impression that you make on people, like especially your exes or people that try to have one up on you. They know that about you, and they know that they can't get nothing past you. We have the Eight of Wands. Like, yeah, you find out things quickly and you move swiftly. I'm really getting somebody who moves swiftly. When you move, like it's like quickly, and then like you don't look back. Like your confidence is on point. Like you're confident in yourself because like you know what you have to offer. And it would be like it is somebody else's loss. It's not your loss when they leave your life, or they like try to do one up, like trying to get one up you, or try to like be mischievous or whatever, or try to do things behind your back. You know that it's their loss because you're the one that have a lot to offer. So you're not worried. You're not scared to walk alone, and you're not afraid to eat alone. You do what's right and what's fair, what's just, with the justice here. Libra energy. What lasting impression is my pal number? Wow, Fool. Aries energy. What lasting impression does my pal number 3 make, Spirit? What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make? Okay, so we have the Fool card twice. We have the 10 of cups, the 8 of cups, and the 3 of cups. We have a lot of water here. So one lasting impression that what lasting impression that you make on people is that you're willing to take risk here. Okay, you take calculated risk. I'm getting here. You're not afraid to take a risk, but you calculate your risk. Okay, you trust, like you trust your intuition when it comes to taking risk. Family life is important to you. Okay, that's one lasting impression that people have of you. Like you're very caring, very loving. Okay. And one thing I said, like you're not afraid to walk away. The 8 of cups is here. You're not afraid to walk away when love is no longer served at the table. That's why the 10 of swords is here. You're not afraid to have like those painful endings. It doesn't matter if it's painful. If somebody betrays you, you're not afraid to cut them off. If you don't care if it's been 10 years that you know this person, 20 years that you know this person betrayed you, you can no longer trust them. They have to go. Okay, and this is what I'm getting. Like I'm really picking up on people that are no longer in your life, their energy and their lasting impression that you have on them. It's really like once you're gone, you're gone. It's like really a missed opportunity to no longer have you in their life. It's like you will always be remembered. Like these people would always remember you. They will always remember you for like how amazing that you are, how the superstar that you are, the how you shine so bright, how you light up a room when you walk into a room, how you make people feel so amazing about themselves, okay? How you spoke the truth, how you're always truthful, how you were always fair in your dealings with the justice here, how you were somebody that's like fun to be around. Every time they're around you, it's always a good time. You guys always laugh, always enjoy yourself, always like, have like, it's always good memories with you. Okay. Like people, when they remember you, the lasting impression is like, oh, I remember when I used to chill with so and so. It was so much fun. We did this, that. Like, I feel like with people, you're like their best memories, like you give them their best memories. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? We have the 9 of Pentacles. Like, yeah, living a life of luxury. What lasting impression? 2 of Cups. Like I said, I was getting lovers, ex-lovers. How much of a great lover that you were. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? What lasting impression does my pile number 3? And we have the lovers here. So yeah, definitely like the love that you give, how loving that you were to your ex-partners. Like they could never duplicate that energy with someone else. What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? So we have the 10. So you see 10 a lot. Like I'm getting 10 a lot in readings too. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, living a life of luxury. This is a lasting impression that you make on people, like the way you dress, your style. You're always fresh to death, like your nails done, hair done. Like for the men here, you always like your beard. You always have your fade, like your hair is always done. You smell good when you walk past. Like people like love your smell. Like this is something like the way you look, the way you present yourself, you care for yourself, okay? And the 2 of Cups, like your exes, they remember you for all the good loving that, like how loving that you were, how financially stable, like whether if you're a man here, like your exes, they remember how financially stable that you were and how like just having you in their life was helping them as well, becoming financially stable. You're able to shoulder a lot of responsibilities, okay? You're like a strong leader because we have the Strength here and we have the Sun here, Leo energy, okay? I'm getting like a real, like you have probably Leo in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or anywhere else in your chart, okay? It doesn't have to be the main 3. So like a lasting impression that you make on people is that like I said, you could shoulder a lot of responsibilities. And you're strong, like you stand strong in your conviction, you stand strong in what you believe in, and you don't let people shake you. People cannot really break you. You know who you are as a person, so nobody can really tell you about yourself. And also I'm getting like somebody who's able to tame their wild side. Like you don't react to when people say certain things to you that might trigger other people. You don't get triggered like that, okay? What kind of impression, or what lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? What lasting impression does my pile number 3 make on people? Okay. What lasting impression does my pal? No, that's 3. I want 2. What lasting impression does my pal number 3? Okay, so we have the Hermit here. So some of you could be cuspers for, like, we have a lot of cuspers here. So there could be a lot of cuspers or just like these signs. Okay, you don't have to be a cusper, but I'm getting a lot of cusper vibe. So Leo and Virgo energy, like Virgo and Leo cusp, or you could be just a Virgo here. We have the 4 of Wands. This is like, you see on top of the Lovers, yeah, your exes, like they really think highly of you. They really remember you like the best that they ever had. This is a lasting impression that you make, that you're the one that got away, basically the one that they wanted to marry. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands here and the 5 of Swords. You know how to pick your battles. This is what I was getting. Like, you don't let people shake you. You don't let people get under your skin. This is a lasting impression that you make on people, especially your enemies, people that like try to come at you, try to get you to react in a certain way where like you lose your cool or like you act out of character. This is a lasting impression that you make on your enemies. Like, especially, like I said, your enemies, they know that they cannot get under your skin. It's not easy to rattle your cage, okay? You don't let things get to you. You're too focused on where you're going. Okay, you're too focused. This is one thing that a lasting impression that people have of you, is that you're focused on your grind, you're focused on your goal, you know where you're going, you don't let nobody stop you. Okay, you look ahead, you don't look behind. Whatever's behind you was in the past. You don't go back in the past. Once it's done, it's done. You move on. Okay, like, you don't let nothing break you. And this is something that like your enemies, like, they know about you. That's the impression. They know that they cannot break your spirit. That's one thing that they know for a fact. They cannot break you. No matter what they try to do, they can never break you. What lasting impression does my pal number? Okay, stand your ground. Didn't I say? And we have sacral chakra. Yeah, you stand strong. You have like you have conviction. You know who you are. You have confidence in yourself. Okay, so that's 7 of Wands. You stand strong in your conviction. You don't let nobody break you down. You don't let nobody like tell you that you're not capable of doing this or you're not capable of doing that. And you don't let people take your kindness for weakness. When they try to do that to you, that's when you show like your real self, like your power, like the lion that's been laying doormat within you. You show that. Whenever it's time to show that lion, you're able to make it come out only when it's necessary. Because like I said, you know when to pick your battles. You know when somebody is like not even worth you wasting your breath on them. And that's the lasting impression that you make on your enemies or you make on people. They know that you're not the type of person that's gonna like just react to somebody's just barking. Like, you let, like, you let the dogs bark. You don't bark back because you're the type of dog that just bite. You don't bark. Okay, when you bite hard and you don't let go. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm not saying that like you're aggressive or anything like that, but it's like when somebody try to step to you, you hold your ground. You stand your ground. And this is a lasting impression that people get of you. Like, they know that they cannot come and step to you, they cannot like bully you. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.